This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. If you take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want. If you take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
Stand by, Karen. Stand by. Free the guys. Free all the guys. Yeah, buddy. We're going to bring that beat back. Let's bring that beat back. What the hell?
Number 2.
Self Love Show.
Giving you more than vitamins and minerals.
Food for your soul.
Information and plans integral to making your mind grow.
With more growth and development, BS is irrelevant to the intelligent.
Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding is what we represent.
It's the Self Love Show. Self Love Show.
The Self Love Show. We do it for our people. The Self Love Show. It's the Self Love Show. It's the Self Love Show.
To expose and no equals.
The Self Love Show. The Self Love Show. The Self Love Show.
Tory Wordsmith, 9
The
Mills.
Self Love Show. The Self Love Show. You know how the
Story go. It's the Self Love Show. It's the Self Love Show. The views expressed in today's pod are those of the hosts, guests, and are not necessarily reflective of TATN or any affiliates. We're going to indulge in satire. Okay? This is a satirical entertainment pod. So, Chicago bear down, Chicago bear with us. Welcome to the Self Love Show on This Ain't That Network, or TATN. This is a spot where we dive extremely deep into the intersections of mind, body, spirit, and culture. This is one of the co-hosts, 9 Millie. First off, all praise to the ancestors, the Most High, and my late beloved Mama Sky. I miss you every moment. There's a place on earth where nature draws a boundary, so sharp it feels almost supernatural. A line across the Indonesian archipelago where birds, fish, and entire ecosystems simply stop. On one side, tigers, woodpeckers, Asian deer. On the other, cockatoos, marsupials, and creatures that look like they belong on another planet. This invisible frontier is known as Wallace's line, and for reasons that defy instinct, even animals capable of flight or open ocean travel rarely dare to cross it. The distance between these islands is small, sometimes only a few dozen miles, but the divide is absolute. Deep ocean trenches act like ancient moats, preventing land bridges from ever forming, locking species into evolutionary worlds that never touch. The result is a biological cliff edge so abrupt that early explorers thought they were witnessing a glitch in the creation itself. Tonight we step into that mystery. Why do birds refuse to cross a gap that they could simply easily fly over? Why do fish stop at an underwater border with no fence, no current, no visible barrier? And what does this ancient dividing line reveal about the hidden architecture of life on this planet? This is the story of the boundary nature enforces. The line animals don't dare to cross. So, whip out your self-love vision and your 10 hats. This is the Self Love Show, and this is the revolution. And the revolution will not be on YouTube, however. These are lessons, not lectures. We're live and living color. Today is Thursday, June 4, 2026, at approximately 7:27 in Cheyenne. And as always, you cats can be anywhere in this magnanimous universe. But thankfully, we all chose to be here together. And Trey, here together. Bear down, what down, brother Wordsmith. What you manifesting today?
Love, man. You know me. I'm manifesting love.
Yes, sir. Ditto, good brother. Pure, magnificent, unfeathered, unfiltered. Some say harsh, others say tough, but I can assure you it's self love just the same.
No doubt.
Been a minute since we popped out. What's been going on in your neck of America?
Man, it's been going down in the town, and I've been in and out of town, as a matter of fact, because my daughter, Gabrielle Noel Smith, graduated high school this past weekend, and it was an amazing and beautiful celebration. And the next morning,
Congratulations, Gabby. Congratulations. Keep it going.
yes, for sure, got to keep pushing forward. She wants to be a nurse. She's going to the junior college and matriculating all right to the college she wants to go to, Tarleton, for nursing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she will be a nurse.
Yes, no doubt.
That's what's up.
And then the next morning, I get the news that my son's Spencer Leak Jr. passed away from
Hey, reach
West.
those golden shores, huh?
Yeah, friend of the show. His ship, my son's. Yeah. Rest in peace. Rest in power.
Chapter Invisible. Yo.
As far as I know, out of the spring '90 nukes I know, he's the first one to. But I'm not sure on that, so don't mark my word on that, because I don't know everybody. Everybody don't even know me. So
What you mean in the province, pretty much?
yeah,
Yeah.
spring '90, yeah.
Yeah.
Even the general area, I don't even know it's the whole province. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah. When you done, like, yeah, I feel you. Feel you on that. Yeah, well, that's a blessing. That is a blessing. And yeah, once again, congratulations, Gabby. I know you're gonna keep going forward. You know, life is a beautiful thing, Gabby. It's a beautiful thing. All right, what to expect on today's The Self Love Show? We still pop off the self love quote of the day, and then our more growth and development platform video. All right, um, and the topic: the dividing line, birds that even birds and fish don't dare cross. Wallace's line. That's what we on today. Okay. Um, yeah. R.I.P. Spencer Leak. R.I.P. And y'all stop the violence. Make sure you're getting your checkups out there. And yeah, watch your sodium levels, your sugar. None of us are getting any younger, I should say. Like, share, subscribe. Hype this video. Like, share, subscribe.
Yeah, that's
Big,
what's bad about this situation. He went to the doctor, checked on him and sent him home.
got a great bill of health. Wait, was he sick when he went to the doctor?
Yeah, he was.
Wasn't feeling good.
Yeah, he had a virus of some sort. His ship Daryl told me,
Huh.
and he was like he had bad fever for a couple of days, and then he went in, and they gave him IV and said, "Yeah, go home and take care of this and that." And he was
Did he
unresponsive
go
in
to
the morning.
urgent care or did he go to the hospital?
Urgent care. Urgent
Yeah,
care.
see, when they start doing that urgent care crap, I knew these days were coming.
Yeah.
They make a lot of assumptions at urgent care.
And yeah, they don't really have space to keep you either.
No, they can't rush you right into surgery or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but with fever symptoms, I would have popped to an urgent care too. I wouldn't have gone for the 24-hour wait at the emergency room.
Yeah.
Big Ups Midwest Festivals presents Ancestral Echoes, 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 Echoes. All right. Pull up. It's their fourth annual music fest, third annual one as Ancestral Echoes. All right. It's a house music fest extravaganza. You're going to have live music being mixed by some of your top mixologists from the Chicago and the Midwestern area. All right. All kind of music, house music. One song won't be repeated more than likely throughout the whole night. Okay. Great setup. You know, you pull up with your tent, or they may still have tents available. You better hurry. And, or you pull up with your camper, or you can have a company drop ship your camper and get it all set up for you. Bring your shenanigans, your unmentionables. It's an overnight fest. Go out there to Pembroke Township, Illinois. There's limited light pollution. You can look up there at the stars. You know what I mean? Or you can go just shake your bum. You can shake your bum until 4 a.m. All right? There's going to be like minded souls out there, like minded spirits, great vibes. You understand? You're going to reconnect with your ancestors. You're going to have the time of your life. There's a feeling that's going to come over you, but I can't tell you how it feels because you've got to be there to experience it. Don't worry, they have porta potties. They've got plenty of water features and a beautiful stage sound system. You're gonna have the time of your life. The link's just been pinned in the chat. www.ancestralechoes.net.
Amazing time. I promise you, it's going to be one of the best experiences that you can ever experience.
That's right. I think you could just hit that. What is that? A barcode? What do they call that?
Yeah, QR code.
Yeah, the QR code.
Yeah, that'll take you right to it.
Yeah, that'll take you right to it. Big ups, Tay Mills Aesthetics. Tay Mills Aesthetics. Uh, if you're in the LA area and you're looking for the very best esthetician on the planet, reach out to www.taymilzaesthetics.com. Licensed, bonded, fully insured, multicultural skin, body, and weight loss pro. You know, she's
Amazing.
yeah, she's working to get her nursing too,
Oh,
because then she can do like the fillers and all of
yeah,
that.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And that's
yeah,
big money, as you can imagine,
yeah.
especially out here on the West Coast.
No doubt, because they love it.
Yeah, yeah, they love the artificial beauty.
Yeah, it
Mm.
looks doesn't look great to me, but they love it.
Oh yeah,
Oh my
Miami
God.
too.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, everybody looks
Whew.
the same in Miami. It's just a catfish face.
Houston too, from what I've just witnessed.
Oh yeah, Atlanta too. They went BBL crazy.
Mm.
Yeah. All
Well,
right, and
you can
Bella B.
still smoke squares in Texas.
You say what?
So you can still smoke squares and even blunts in the
Oh, inside the restaurant,
yeah. I experienced that watching the Spurs game when they closed out
they were smoking blunts in the bars.
yeah. The dude popped out the square. It was like, and he, as soon as he did that, it was like clockwork. It was like, whoa, what? Oh. Like, wow, this is amazing.
Yeah, you're in Texas. You know what I mean? You was in Texas. Big ups Bella B Designs. You know, if you need something on a shirt, or shorts or any type of personalized gear, you know what I mean? Reach out to Bella B at designs365 at gmail.com. If she can't do it, no one can. Last but not least, we got Gym Recovery. The J, the I, the M, the J, the I, the M, the J, the I Recovery. So if you're in the Chicagoland area and you need your whip towed, huh? Maybe you're driving an electric vehicle and you miscalculated, didn't pay attention to that range anxiety. Didn't make it to the charging station fast enough and your whip died out on you. Yeah, well, you don't want that thing sitting on bricks the next day. You just go ahead and reach out to Jim Recovery, and Jim Recovery will pull up in a brand new flatbed. His family's been in the business over 4 decades. If he can't get you and your whip out of harm's way, I tell you what, no one can. He is a savant of towing. Okay. All right. Enough of my yapping. I'll turn it over to this brother so he can handle his business.
Yes, yes, y'all. Don't stop. The Self Love Show rocks on. Y'all know how the game go, how we open the show, how we inform and let you know. We start off with the Self Love Show quote of the day, followed by a very important video, Silverback, more growth and development platform, which we're building the Self Love Nation off of. And as always, like I said, the boundary is so sharp that it seems as if some invisible wall had been erected between the two regions. The boundary is so sharp that it seems as if some invisible wall had been erected between the two regions. Alfred Russel Wallace.
Can you say erected on YouTube?
Yeah, it can erect like a wall or a penis.
All right. All right.
Uh-oh. Yeah, well, I'm
Gotcha. Fix that. You should be able to do it now though. Okay, but you all right, there it is.
I got it. Yeah, I got it.
You got volume?
Yeah. Of course, I've got volume on this end.
I can't hear it.
I know you didn't have volume, but I did. That's why I let it roll and that. It's been a couple of weeks. Silverback More Growth and Development Platform. Number one, repair our nation via reparations. We demand our silver back. Number two, to connect our breadwinners with our activists. And three, show an accurate depiction of African American Chi-Town. 4, shine a light on positive influence. 5, heal our community one person at a time. 6, provide an unfiltered platform for our influencers. 7, recycle the black dollar. 8, to provide mentors for the mentorless. 9, to close the gap between us and our pink kinsmen. And 10, protect our women, children, and men by any and all means necessary.
That part. People say amen. If you missed our previous show a couple weeks back, new Pentagon UFO disclosure, forgotten Epstein list prior to GTA 6.
Wow, that show's aged well. I suggest you go check it out. Check it out. Because, man, what they're talking about today is, man, relevant. Or the past couple of days.
Oh yeah, they've dropped another batch blips and bleeps, but you know, within the batch is always some good stuff.
Yeah, but it's mainly
What's that?
it's mainly crapulous. It's just more of shit dancing around in the sky instead of they say they have biologics, then you know they need to go on and show
Drop
the
it.
biologics.
I agree. I agree. That's right. Go ahead and start a TV show starring the aliens.
Well,
You
I
know.
mean, might be some because shit.
Yeah. Facts on that. All right. Um, you know, your boy's been making his run. Smug, what's his name? Smug Diaz Tyson.
Oh,
What's his name?
something DeGrasse Tyson.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. I call him Smug Diaz Tyson.
Yeah,
Karen, we got a video. But yeah, he's popping up all over the place because he's got a book and he wants to ride the algorithm.
yeah, he's a y'all show. If you're fans of the show, y'all already know how we feel about the guy. He's a bunch of word
Wait,
salad.
yeah, bitch DeGrasse Tyson.
Word salad specialist.
Yeah, goofball. 100% goofball. Let me see here.
Oh, you want me to take planner?
I got it, bro. Let's see. All right, here we go. More growth. Yeah, there he is. Smug the ass Tyson. Neil.
Neil, yeah.
What do
That's
you think? Are they
he
here or
needs
have
to
they been
kneel
among us?
on his fucking knees.
What-
Yeah.
Astrophysicists, what do you think? Are they here or have they been among us?
Whatever are the claims, I'm saying let's assume they're all true.
There's a parade of them, many of them former, ex-military, intelligence agency officers, and under oath in front of Congress. So when these people of high rank started reporting, I said, all right, I have to jump in here.
Really?
I can't stay silent. I have to be
Insert my
a
nonsense.
participant in what's going on.
Because of what happened to you when you got beamed up?
It's no longer just the farmer in the back 40, right? Commenting on what hovered over their crops, or the revelers.
You
coming out of the
dismissed
bar
them, though,
at
huh?
2 a.m.
Yeah, I mean, that's what he's literally.
Saying. It's
Yeah.
science. He's completely saying that.
Yes. That your witness testimony self, you or a little old lady and a farmer who's making your food, who's growing your food. Yeah. But just because somebody went in front of, like, oh, we know nobody would ever lie under oath in front of Congress.
Well, we all know that. It's a crock of shit.
I mean, according to him.
Well, he's a crock of shit. So, so what comes out his mouth, crock of shit, is, yeah.
So what happened to all his science, though? Because when it was the farmers and when it was the Self Love Show and it was your everyday Tom, Dick, and
he just
Harry.
stated there was no proof. That's all he would stipulate.
Yeah. And what extraordinary claims take extraordinary proof. He would come out with all this science about gravity and this and that and how you can't get from here to there in this amount of time and how long it would take. But now that the generals are telling this bitch ass to stand down, or big science is trying to change the narrative.
I think nobody had to say nothing. He's like, yeah, I can't stay silent. I have to speak. Yeah, well, they're saying that this is real, so I'm gonna have to get out in front of this so that I look like an ass.
Yeah.
You look like an ass, Mr. Word Salad.
Yeah. He'd make a great politician.
He reminds me of someone very close to us.
Man,
Another super word salad guy.
Oh my god. Yeah. One thing about that word salad guy, he didn't apologize, but because his statement is, it's interesting about him. He's one of the scientists that believe that there has to be another sign of life, more life in this vast universe, but they just can't get here. His thing. So you can believe in that, but you can't believe in angels, demons, and Yahusha. Yahuwah. You know what I mean? Which fine. Everybody's got their own thing. That's the thing about science for me. You know what I'm saying? They can believe in that, but they can't believe in a creator.
Yeah, well, it's all, how come they're not the same thing? That's
It,
the whole reason, right? But,
yeah.
I don't, I'm in my stage of life I'm in right now. I don't want to mind wrestle with people.
I feel you. I feel that. I feel that 100%. I think I've gotten to that as well, there, fella.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
that's what you think? Okay, well, all right. Good for you. All right. You move with that.
I might pop out sometime in the future, which is the same timeline as the present. There's only an eternal now, but I might pop out down the timeline in the eternal now and give you a reap it, Murphy, you son of a bitch. You know what I mean? And I might not.
I don't think we have to. I think we've said and stated what we stated, and the smug will reap it.
Yeah.
They're going to see our face when it totally comes to pass.
Yeah.
They're gonna see our face, and it's gonna be us smug, and we don't even act smug, but we're gonna be them. It's gonna be a reflection of them. We're gonna be smug and like, you see now, you stupid motherfucker.
All right. We got see me YouTube privilege. Or no, see me Whitey privilege. Whitey privilege. Roll with it.
A man in Simi Valley is in custody, accused of crashing his car into a donut shop and then into patrol cars. Police say it's all because he was mad the donut shop was closed.
Call him hangry. Eyewitness News reporter
Homer
Leon
Simpson.
Stallworth is live at the scene where the man is now facing felony charges, including.
Look at the brother shaking his head.
Yeah, like, oh.
You know, Philip, just when I thought I had covered every story on the planet that could shock me, here we go again. And you're right, that suspect indeed facing a mountain of charges. The damage to the donut shop.
She came and got her donuts, didn't she, so?
Shit.
You know damn well her doctor told her what?
Stay the fuck off the donuts.
You gotta stop eating those donuts.
You see that limp you got?
Yes. Yes.
You came in. Did you see how you walked in here? And you still eating that poison?
Places a disaster zone, and you went in there and got your box of
donuts. She like, oh, it's open.
Look at the color back here.
It's still open. It's still open. I'm getting my donuts.
A mountain of charges. The damage to the donut shop, as you can see, significant. The owner of the donut shop keeping the business open, and dozens of donut eating customers have flocked in.
No, she wasn't on.
The business owner telling us
she was just
he
buying
did not
some
know
donuts.
the suspect. Police saying the investigation determining the suspect had allegedly intentionally driven his vehicle into the donut shop after becoming upset that it was closed. Surveillance video.
They got footage, so.
The chaos unfolding around 3:30 this morning. The suspect is first seen.
I mean, what did he think he was gonna break it and get some donuts?
Look how mad he is when it's closed. What time is the fucking place closed? Was he expecting it to be open at 3:30?
And violently slamming it onto the ground before walking away. Moments later, he returns appearing agitated, yanking repeatedly on the locked front door.
I mean, does he not see it's nobody in there? Is this a Met problem? It's a Met problem.
I don't think it's mathematics. And you can just break this glass and unlock it and just go in. You don't have to destroy your fucking whip.
Man, this Met.
SUV parked outside, then suddenly flooring it, smashing straight into the front entrance of the donut shop. The driver then backs up, accelerates again, and repeatedly rams the business over and over.
Yeah, that's
apparently trying
map.
to force the SUV completely inside.
What's his insurance company thinking? There he is. There's the guy right here. That's the owner self. He drives it.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he don't have cataracts. He drives a Lincoln Continental, the owner.
SUV completely inside.
Bang, 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 so many times.
Donut shop owner Hang Charles
So many
in
times.
the back of the
Bang,
business when he
bang.
heard the terrifying sound
So
of the
many
SUV
times.
crashing.
Hang Child was living in there, self.
He was in there?
Yeah.
When he heard Charles says he was in the back of the business when he heard
You
the
see?
terrifying sound of the SUV crashing.
Couldn't
into
wait
his
till they
shop
opened.
again and again.
Yang was back there cooking
fried
donuts.
inside that. Drive a truck and run to the belly.
Yang worked for the fucking triad. He was back there bagging dope.
Man, that motherfucker came there and kept that motherfucker open, didn't he?
Yeah, this is probably
Yeah, that think old girl was getting her dope. You see the smile on her face and then walking in there like that for the donuts?
Yeah, and the brother was coming in behind him. Yang, he might be running a MEP lab in the back.
Yeah, that motherfucker, because shit, that dude act like he was on meth.
Driving away from the business, police say the driver refused to stop, leading officers on a short pursuit. Investigators say the suspect rammed a patrol vehicle before crashing into a wall at an
So he rammed a patrol vehicle. Hold on, I'm having trouble hearing this shit.
Blessing, a person who asked not to be identified, tells Eyewitness
You can hear it okay?
Blessing is a professional MMA fighter.
All right, I'll turn
and
it up.
again,
Cooking fried the donut inside that. Drive a truck and run to the belly.
They need to send ICE over here and check his papers.
Simi Valley police say they received calls about a vehicle slamming into the donut shop just after 3:30 this morning in the 1700 block of Erringer Road. Officers arriving at the
Simi Valley.
Yeah,
we don't know what
the shop's supposed to be open at 3:30 for the Met man, and the owner is in the motherfucker. You ain't supposed to be living in a goddamn shop.
Exactly. Maybe he said he was working, so maybe he was getting ready to open it. Maybe he was cleaning it up. Who knows? Maybe he was, making the dough. You know what I'm saying? He looks like a one-man organization. He looks like he ain't had a bath in weeks. But listen, I blame the victim.
Maybe he was living there.
That was my initial thought, is he's living in the back. Probably got about 8 other ones in there living there too, and they all 8 of them, half of them illegals. But that being said, this is Simi Valley, self, and just imagine if this was a colored. Now we don't know what's in the city of Simi Valley's heart.
I don't think there might be some meth in this guy's heart.
This is where they moved the O.J. Simpson case to, Simi Valley.
Yeah.
Spotting a gray Chevrolet Tahoe with major front-end damage driving away from the business. Police say the driver refused to stop, leading officers on a short pursuit. Investigators say the suspect rammed a patrol vehicle.
He rammed a patrol vehicle, self. Did you see the damage?
Before crashing into a wall at a nearby home. Officers then arrested the driver, identified as Frank Blessing. A person who asked not to be identified tells Eyewitness News Blessing is a professional MMA fighter. Though police have not confirmed that information, Child says during the violent destruction of his business, he stayed hidden in the back, terrified for his safety.
I don't want to come out because we're scared.
Now, when police say they attempted to arrest Blessing, he was combative, armed with a knife. They had to tase him to get him under compliance and arrest him. And again, as for the business, despite the significant damage, it remains open, and Blessing is facing a mountain of charges, including attempted murder, resisting arrest, and a host of other charges. Yeah, he's in a lot of trouble.
He wasn't a blessing for anyone now.
ABC 7 News.
I need to try.
Imagine an invisible line so powerful that even birds won't fly.
I need to try those donuts, bro.
Not even to himself. I don't think so. Don't try the donuts. There's some meth in that donut.
I mean, but you don't see the underlying problem here? Besides MEP. What if that was a black guy on PCP who did this exact same shit, rammed the Simi Valley police car, jumped out the motherfucker with a knife?
Dead.
Do you think he would have been tased and arrested?
Dead. Dead.
Shot 75 times.
At the donut shop.
This is what gets me. You know, when people say comply or die and all of this and that, and, you know, you should have got out the car and spread your butt cheeks for the officer. You know, that, yeah. But this guy can do all of that and not get one bullet, self. But then you want to, then when it's somebody colored, you fear for your life all the damn time.
Well, I mean, we know that the Manchurian candidate types go off and shoot a bunch of people and then get taken to Burger King.
Yeah, Burger King for a Whopper with extra cheese.
Yeah.
And they be telling me, yeah, don't talk. No, it's better if you don't talk.
Celebrate them and
yeah, we're recording in the car. It's better if you don't talk. Just eat your burgers and shut up.
Congratulating, you know.
Yeah.
So there's that. So.
There is that. So glad he wasn't shot up. You know, nobody's wishing that on nobody. But that's the type of stuff, the so-called colored people, that's the type of stuff that grinds our gears. Because I have no doubt in my mind, if he was colored off that wet,
they died.
They'd have put their knee in his neck. Well, look what they did to the football player, Mighty Mark.
Yeah.
You know? But he could have CTE. He said he's an MMA fighter.
Yeah, I mean, it don't make sense. So
that motherfucker, I can't get my donuts.
No, that motherfucker, this meth and them donuts.
That's what I'm thinking, bro. And it almost seemed like there's something like dude could have been extorting child. Because it seemed like it was a debt that wasn't paid, some protection money. That looked like a mafia or something, didn't it?
That motherfucker was very upset that that motherfucker didn't open that door. And he knew that motherfucker was in there.
Correct. It was probably like some words. I don't know, bro. You're right. Maybe you pissed him off earlier. But
it's a map. This seems like a map. I mean, that's what Spirit is telling me. I don't know the whole situation or whatever it is. I don't know if he's selling map, but whatever it is. Right. But MEP, Spirit tell me MEP is involved. Usually you're talking about the MEP and I'm like, but this time I'm talking about the MEP. That shit is
mathematics.
Yeah.
All right, the dividing line, birds and fish don't dare cross, and more. They call it the Wallace's line. And enough of the appetizers out there.
Let's quench the self-love nation's thirst.
Facts. Let's quench it. All right. Karen's got one for us.
Imagine an invisible line so powerful that even birds won't fly across it. It runs right through the Malay archipelago, starting from the island of Bali, and stretches all the way up to the southern Philippines. On one side, you'll find Asian animals like tigers, elephants, and rhinos. But cross this line, and suddenly you're in a totally different world with kangaroos, koalas, and strange monitor lizards. This is the Wallace Line, a deep ocean trench that formed millions of years ago. It's like nature built a massive wall underwater, keeping these animal worlds apart for millions of years. The craziest part? Some islands on different sides of this line can be so close you could almost swim between them. But the animals? They stay put, perfectly happy in their own world.
I'd stand right on that line, Self, and taunt the shit out of a rhino. It's kicking dirt on them, throwing rocks. I'd be right on the other side of that line.
Yeah, but the line is in the water, though, so that's the problem with that. The rhino is not going to be close enough to you to... The rhino's not fucking with that line. The rhino's like, oh, you on the other side of the line? Fuck you. I don't care
take
about
that
you.
rhino's young. You know what I'm saying?
I don't see nothing on the other side of that line. They don't see the shit on the side of the line.
Take his baby and run on us. If it was a black bear, I'd take that cub and jump on the other side of that line and be like, ha, ha. He's sitting there holding that, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Bro. Wouldn't line, but I know metaphorically. Let's
Yeah,
talk about it.
if they're saying they won't cross the line, we're gonna test it.
Yeah, yeah. I have my feeling, or my knowing about the line, but we're not there yet.
All right, yeah, let's jump to it. What exactly is the so-called Wallace's line that's been named after the pink man?
Well, it is a line, like you said, in the ocean where two oceans come together, and it's physically you can see that it's something going on there, but it's much different than most places because at there's a similar thing, but it's not a line where the species don't cross, but when the waters collide with
They're different colors.
the Ohio River and the Mississippi River, and it's like, goddamn, you can see it's a straight difference that they are separated because it's different water types, there's different salinity to it. So, and then down the road you can see where they combine because the salinity, they mix, and then but when they first encounter each other, it's a fucking clear distinction between them.
Well,
I
there's
didn't go into the whole line though.
there's an overview of the line. Looks like you get a little bit of it on land right here in Java.
Yeah,
Just a little bit.
I didn't know that. And shit, on that the tip of that island too.
Yeah, but that looks like it's right on the coast.
Maybe it's how far it is. You see, it's hitting it. So I mean, I don't think it's right on the coast. Like, you have to zoom in to establish that.
Bali is right there.
Yeah.
And then people.
Yeah, Bali, and man, that's Asia, and yeah, that.
And look at all these little islands. So
yeah, they say them motherfuckers can swim to one, but them motherfucking animals ain't. They can't even live on the other side of the line. Like they can't hunt like they would normally. They can't. It ain't even the same prey. It's a completely different.
Well, the Wallace Line is an invisible biogeographic boundary running between the islands of Southeast Asia and Australia. On one side, live Asian species like tigers and woodpeckers, or live Asian species like tigers and woodpeckers. On the other side, Australian species like cockatoos and marsupials. Despite the short distance between islands, the ecosystems never blend. Why don't birds cross it even though they could fly, Brother Wordsmith?
Because it's not the same. They don't know what that is over there. They get over there and they're like, wait a minute, I don't see what I eat over here.
But do they? But they don't even fly over there.
I suspect that at some point they did, unless my theory or feeling, knowing is truth. But
right, you're saying
they can't tell me that they never cross. They can't tell me that. I don't believe that. I believe they had crossed before. I think they don't cross anymore. They can't survive on the other side. The salinity in the water for the people, the underwater stuff, they can't cross because.
Well, let's just focus on the birds.
Okay, the birds won't fly over there because they're what they eat and what they want to eat, whether they are plant eating or a hunter or a predator. It's not what they know how to hunt is not over there. Where they know how to hunt is it's not there.
So you don't think it's a magnetic field or frequency?
Yeah, but I still think it was an experience, unless I don't want to go there yet. So
all right, well, hold on to that. Kind of what you're saying. Most birds avoid crossing because the deep open ocean trenches create different climates, food sources, to your point, and evolutionary pressures, meaning those hunting them and shit. Over millions of years, species adapted so specifically to their side that crossing the line offers no survival advantage, only risk.
Period.
So it's like a gang member. It's like saying, why don't they go into that other neighborhood, right?
No. Yeah, not just go there, but go and live there and go and
Right.
try to
Hang out.
participate. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Although some people do that, it doesn't work out too good for them.
I remember they used to tell me that in Kyle Park. Yeah, we don't go to Ed White. I used to be up there hooping. I didn't know what I didn't know. Up there hooping every day when I moved there from Hyde Park. Like, man, it's a basketball court. They up there hooping. Well, nothing but them boys up there. They had no love for me. No.
Especially
then
since killing their ass.
You live over the other side of that line?
And you've been killing us like that? Yeah, you better get your ass back up. A little bit out your district, boy, huh?
Yeah, none of the guys. It was right there. I'm like, man, they up there hooping, man. They're like, man.
Shit.
Yeah.
They were already known. You just moved there, so
yeah.
As soon as they found out, they were like, "Oh, wait a minute here."
Yeah.
And you killing them, so ain't like you staying in the background or whatever.
Clean too.
Yeah.
Showing up with the Nike fitted, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you ain't staying in the background. You up there?
Yeah. Talking shit.
Watch it.
Alone too. All right.
Yeah.
All right, that's fair. That's fair, brother Wordsmith. I don't think we had any to show. All right, that looks like that's it for the first segment, but I'll let you do that. Karen, you have to play us off here. Okay, Karen.
Yes, y'all. It don't stop. Self Love Show rocks on. We do it for our people. To expose their no equals. Story Wordsmith 9 mils. Know how the story go. Yes, y'all. It don't stop. Self Love Show rocks on. We have some amazing videos produced by TATN to edutain you at the highest level. It's the Self Love Show. The Self Love Show. And while we get a little break, man, I promise you, you will be edutained. Know how the story go. It's the Self Love Show. Oh, dang. We played this. How do I go past?
Yeah. I don't think we're getting volume either.
Yeah. I didn't play it because I know that we played that already. I didn't move past it. Oh, I think we might have played that too. What video are we supposed to be at? Oh, I know. I know now. Say Rusty. Okay. Be right back at you.
Moses fleeing the people from Pharaoh.
Right, let my people go.
40 years in a desert.
Manna.
Let's talk about what manna truly is. And
so Agonoski's in the Middle East right now saying manna is Peter.
Can we put some sensibility to that? being in the desert, and our Father, the Creator, loves us beyond. And he's gonna rain down bread in a desert. Moses summoned the strongest men for them to dig. And that's where the whole term of so it is above, so it is what?
Below.
That means that Moses had the science for them to dig and find water.
Yeah, like the elephants can do.
So what do you find, even in the desert, when you dig down and find water? Do you find bread or do you find plants?
They're really criticizing science because I represent science.
Was some of my research, at USC. I did a survey. The question was, do you think that Jesus Christ was of African descent or European descent? Overwhelmingly, over 90-something% of the folks said African descent. I said, then do you think his ethnicity matters? They said, no, it doesn't matter. And I'm saying, it matters obviously to somebody.
It does.
Absolutely. And it matters to white supremacy. But whenever there's a book called The Color of Christ, the saga of race, I think in America, they track when, most people say, well, this is something out of Europe and, who was that? Michelangelo painted,
Yeah.
No, that ain't got nothing to do with why Jesus is white. Jesus is white because of America. Jesus is white because of white supremacy in the Klan. That's why Jesus is white. That's where that comes from. It didn't stick in Europe because they knew better.
Hey, Cleveland, you better hide the markers from your kids. Somebody colored in your Jesus.
Somebody colored in your ass with too much ass, fat ass.
No, they're ignorant. That's ignorant. They're ignorant. That's ignorant. They're ignorant. That's ignorant.
The charges I'm going to announce, please know this. The charges themselves are not evidence. Everyone that I'm going to describe today is presumed guilty until and unless they are proven guilt. Their guilt is proven by the government beyond a reasonable doubt.
My testicles, they like ease down and they put their hands right between my butt. Just pulled my drawers down and dug in my rectum.
The ringleader and now disgraced.
Things like that, do you think that the prison would benefit from him in a work capacity if he were sentenced to life without parole?
I say yes, with my experience, not only just incarceration, but as former. He's someone that's young, he's healthy. In reality, we need that labor, we need that sweat equity, and we will put him out there to work because we do have an aging prison population, jail administration, we have that. So we put these young individuals to work and get some sweat equity out of them since they are.
That even the local news is ultimately both written for and controlled by a unified source, regardless of the network. Just watch this clip and you'll see how bad it really is.
Plaguing our country.
The sharing of biased and false news has become all too common on social media.
The sharing of biased and false
news has become all too common on social media.
More alarming, some media publish things are true without checking facts first.
Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think, and this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
Yeah, I mean, anything's possible. Thank God we recovered his DNA and be able to plant it on the scene. Thank God we recovered his DNA and be able to plant it on the scene and And I understand they're opening up different cold cases now, see if they can identify possibly his DNA linked to other crimes.
You're asking me to warn you about an enforcement action being taken by another agency before it happens?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't do that.
Why not?
That would be obstruction of justice. You may want to talk to the city attorney.
Air quotes expert.
We are, as they say, tangled in our anchor chain. Our financial systems are decades old. According to some estimates, we cannot track $2.3 trillion in transactions. According to some estimates, we cannot track $2.3 trillion in transactions. According to some estimates, we cannot track $2.3 trillion in transactions.
Man, thank you guys for inviting me on. Thank you. Great format, very solid. You know, it don't have that low budget movie feel. You know what I'm saying? And we get that a lot in the Black community, for real.
Yeah.
Like people look at us to be fuck ups. They look at us to be low budget. They look at us to be ignorant, stuttering, and use a whole bunch of and all of that. But no, they got the real deal on here. That everybody know who Torian Mills is, baby. They know.
Hey, well, bro.
They're so ignorant.
Ignorant.
They're so
Hey, but this platform's your platform. This platform's my platform. From Inglewood, California to
the
Chicago,
South Shore.
Crazy thing about it.
This platform is
made
for
for
you
and me.
It's made for you.
The crazy
ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. I was trying to get out the end of the preamble, but go ahead, bro.
Yes, y'all. Stop. Self Love Show rocks on. Weren't those videos great? Edutainment. TATN be doing a thing, be producing. Motherfucking king. But as y'all know, we're back. And we're talking about that line, that crazy line. Crazy line. It doesn't make much sense. Wallace, who they credited with, but you know how that goes. No.
Yeah, obviously the locals pointed it out to him.
Obviously. Well, I mean, you could see it. He just didn't know that it was that deep. They told him it was that deep.
Yeah, they've been there observing it for years.
Yeah, you travel that, and it's no way you can't see it. That shit's crazy. It's like, whoa.
No jumper strikes again. So, yeah, after the last two guys went to jail who are still in jail, the host, they ran out another host called Aunt Hefe. He had just got out of jail. Put him on the show. He's allegedly a Crip businessman. And then he got arrested for an alleged murder from this past January. And it was an alleged violation. So it was somebody in the same gang that came out to his smoke shop, stumped him out. 52-year-old man got violated. OG. Stumped him out. He died, allegedly. He died. And then, of course, they took all his stuff and robbed him. Don't know who was involved. Don't know if Aunt Hefe is guilty, but it's just weird how he hires people, because they linked up with TMZ, I couldn't find out. So it's weird how he hires people who got open investigations by the pigs, and you might not know they're investigating you for that.
Yeah.
And then he want to interview you, want to ask your affiliations. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, Vlad 0.5.
Yeah.
0.75. Anyway, whatever it is.
Yeah, I mean, and he does it all for clicks.
Yeah, and he's, is that his real name? I think that's
who, Adam?
Yeah, he's an ish person.
He's definitely ish. He's allegedly from the East Coast.
Oh, Vlad 0.75 for real, huh?
Yeah, came up with in the biking dirt bike. I think that was his original assignment, the dirt bike community. Then he pivoted and got into the supposed to be a hip hop pod. but they rarely talk about rap.
Was it skateboard? Or just dirt bike?
He was a BMXer. He probably did do
Okay.
skateboard, no, but he was a
Okay.
I don't even know if he was a BM. You know, I don't even feel comfortable saying that. He was part of the BMX community.
Yeah. He's a
Skinhead, tatted up.
plant.
That's what it's really starting to sound like. He's been an industry plant since even then. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, because TMZ was texting, communicating with No Jumper when dude got arrested. They told dude, so No Jumper, they on there. He's on there. Hey, where's Aunt Heffy? It's not like him. He's normally here by now. You know what I'm saying? Right. Who the fuck would say that? Who would say that, Self? We doing a pod, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. He's trying to act like he didn't know.
At a rally, and they started without him there, and then someone, he's not here by now. It's seriously, that's not
right. You can say all that off camera. Correct.
Are you doing any of your shit live? I don't think any of your shit is live anyway.
Right. You can edit it out. It's not.
Yeah. So why would he even? It makes no sense at all to say any of that.
No. So then one of Three Finger Wax, that's what they call him, because allegedly he likes to have the Transformers stick their fingers in his bum. Whack 100. I'm not confirming any of this. This is just what the internet story is. So they call him Three Finger Whack. And one of his little homies, one of his YNs got on the show. And then he went out and squabbled with another dude. I'm like, Adam is playing a dangerous game. Finally, one dude quit. He can't. He was like, man, I ended up catching a case behind this show. You know, he's a grown man, Self. You know, like I'm too old to be out here squabbling. He's like, these guys think I'm alone, but I'm never alone. You know what I mean? He's like, I'm gonna catch a murder or an attempt murder out here messing around. He should have known better, but he was able to build up his own channel. Sporty Face is his name. He got like 20,000 subscribers, and he rode off into the sunset. Because if he even chose you, you got a case pending. It should be a red flag that the government is on my ass. If you got selected out of the blue, you just some Pookie or Ray Ray, and we're gonna make you famous. We're gonna make you an internet celebrity, and we're gonna bump up your rap career. You got a case pending, and a lot of them views is law enforcement and bots that law enforcement is paying for.
Yeah, it's only bots.
Yeah, it's probably bots. Yeah.
They probably blocking anybody from, motherfuckers like, oh man, I want to join, hit accept or whatever, join, and that shit goes back to unjoin.
Right. Or when you put in,
I had people that I was trying to, I'm like, okay, I'll be his friend.
Yeah.
And then motherfucker said, back like you didn't pick it.
Or you put in a righteous comment and it gets deleted. Like it never goes up on, it never gets posted.
No, never post.
Yeah.
It's a problem with being on other people's platform.
Yeah. I mean, they all using each other. I get it. Somebody was telling me they get paid $75 a show, some of them, to go on. But they using it to bump up. Either they making a record or they, you know what I'm saying? They want to pivot to their own channel. So they're using it as a springboard in their mind. And he giving you $75 just to get you there, Uber, your lunch.
A sack of drugs.
Yeah.
Drink or enjoy.
Oh yeah, they got the pills on deck and the drugs. Yeah, I forgot about that. That is a perk. The weed, yeah. The booger sugar. All right, we got a video to get you talking. All right, we got a video here we're gonna play and then we get right at it. The Wallace line, Earth's strangest invisible barrier.
On Earth, there exists an incredibly strange, invisible boundary. It's a line that not only mammals find difficult to cross, but one that seems to block even birds and fish. This is the Wallace line, the world's most mysterious biogeographical divide. What secrets does it hold? The Wallace Line runs between the Indonesian islands of Bali and Lombok. Despite a narrow 35-kilometer, 22-mile strait, it acts as a major biological barrier, sharply dividing Asian fauna, like rhinoceroses and elephants, from Australian fauna, like kangaroos and Komodo dragons. Animals on either side will not cross, even when fleeing disasters. While first noted in 1521, it was 19th century biologist Alfred Russel Wallace who defined its significance.
Oh yeah, it was noted in 1521 by the white man first. And so that means before then, the indigenous even knew about it before then. And Wallace didn't
Way
come
before
around to
then.
it. Right. Wallace
Shit,
put his name on it, and he came around 400 years after that.
You know what it doesn't say? Oh,
what's that?
That people don't cross it.
Huh.
During an 8-year expedition, Wallace observed that nearby Bali and Lombok hosted completely different species. Lombok hosted completely. Wallace observed that near.
It's swarthy.
All motherfuckers are swarthy. And don't talk about no smelly shit either.
Nearby Bali and Lombok hosted completely different species, as if from two separate worlds. This sudden shift was more dramatic than that between England and Japan. Wallace correctly theorized an unseen barrier was at play. After collecting 125,000 specimens, Wallace traced the line north through the Lombok and Makassar Straits into the Philippine Sea, a boundary of thousands of kilometers. The underlying reason, however, remained a mystery in his lifetime. The mystery was solved in the 20th century by the theory of plate tectonics. Tens of millions of years ago, the continents were joined in Pangaea. As they drifted apart, the Sahul continent, carrying Australia, moved north, approaching the Sunda continent, Asia. But a formidable barrier lay between them, the Makassar Strait, a deep-sea trench over 4,000 meters deep. This trench was an impassable barrier, blocking the migration of land animals. Consequently, the life forms on each side evolved in total isolation for millions of years, following completely different evolutionary paths. This is why even today, an animal crossing the line cannot survive in the new environment. It remains an uncrossed boundary. Though the Wallace Line doesn't appear on any political map, it was etched onto the planet by millions of years of continental drift and oceanic isolation. It stands as one of the most remarkable and invisible frontiers in the history of evolution.
Should there not be more than one Wallace Line type line on Earth then?
Yes, they are. It's just not pronounced or
Promoted.
Observed, I think. Because I mean, there's lots of forest and lots of land that there can be a line that people don't really even get exposed to or ever go to, and they don't know what's going on.
Like in that, what do you call that? In the where all those trees are, Amazon jungle. There might be a line running right through the middle of that.
Yeah.
Why do fish stop? You were going into the fish earlier. I told you to ask you to table it.
Yeah.
Why do fish stop at the underwater boundary?
You know, when you bring a fish home and he has to adjust to the environment before you let him out of the bag and into the water. Okay. Or if you've had a saltwater fish, you had to make sure the water was right for the fish to get in there and be able to survive. The different sides of those, that the different color and them clashing and it making a clear line means that they are different salinities, different masses. Yeah, they can't mix right away. It takes some while for them to mix. And yeah, so the animals living in this salinity can't live in that salinity. So, yeah.
Yeah, different waters. Yep. And temperatures and predator systems. So to them, crossing the line is like stepping into a foreign world where their instincts no longer apply. It's like jumping the fence at the police headquarters and selling your dope.
Yeah. The instincts won't even allow them to go all the way to the border of it.
Right.
They know it's wrong. They know they can't live over there.
Unless they're running from a predator.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know. They're gonna die anyway.
Yeah, I don't know if any predator is
gonna go that close.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that was well said. Nothing more than that. So that's the fish, y'all. We got another one. Karen's ginned up for us. Fair use.
Between two groups of islands in the Indian Ocean, there's a seemingly invisible line splitting up two totally different animal populations. It became known as the Wallace Line after the scientist who found it, and it took 3 branches of science to figure out why it exists. A lot of the time, plant and animal communities will gradually change as you...
scientists that found it.
Yeah, crapulous bullshit.
Yeah. This is the video they'll pluck out and put into the grade school.
Yes.
travel across continents or climates.
And then give you a test, and on the test it'll be who found the who found the line that yeah.
Really change as you travel across continents or climates. But other times,
then the extra credit stuff would be what country was he from?
you'll see a distinct border separating where species live. That border can sometimes be caused by obvious things like mountains or rivers, but there's no obvious feature along the Wallace Line. The study of how species are distributed around the world and why they live where they do is called biogeography. It's mainly a branch of biology, since how animals evolved and how good they are at moving around play a big role in where they ended up. But other scientific disciplines
She looked like she stank.
like geology and climatology
like
are
Ally
important
McBeal
too.
or whatever show that was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and she always looked like she stank to me.
And biogeographers use all these factors to divide the Earth into regions based on their plant and animal communities. Today, the study of biogeography encompasses the whole globe. But it got its beginning when a naturalist in the 1800s noticed an odd quirk in the flora and fauna of the Indian Ocean. That naturalist was Alfred Russel Wallace, the father of biogeography, who's also famous for being the co-discoverer of natural selection, along with some other guy named Charles Darwin.
okay.
Wallace traveled throughout the Amazon and Southeast Asia from the 1840s.
He's part of big science.
Oh man, yeah, he's so she's terrible. Terrible, I say.
The Wallace Line, huh?
Named it after this motherfucker. Who'd he steal it from? I know
Wasn't there a terrible general named Wallace or something? Wasn't he a Southern general? I feel like that's right. Part of the Confederate side.
I mean, you know,
or was it a President Wallace?
Out of it was definitely a
Confederate Wallace, wasn't it?
Yes, definitely he wasn't the president, I don't think, but
but he was part of the Confederate side.
Yeah, he was a senator or governor.
Yeah, but I bet they're all related.
Man.
Henry Wallace? Because remember, I think the regulators used to talk about him. Who was Wallace? Confederate side. Which was the Tea Party, which is now MAGA. Yeah, William Henry Wallace. Yeah, because I think the regulators mentioned him. Remember they was trying to get a pardon. He was the governor or something.
Yeah, I remember.
Go ahead.
Governor.
Yeah.
It's more than one though.
There was more than one. Yeah.
George Wallace is what coming to mind to me, but I'm not sure who that is.
George Wallace, isn't he colored?
No, not the one I'm talking about. I mean, should they name themselves after us since they got here?
All right. Well, William Henry Wallace was a brigadier general in the Confederate States Army during the American Civil War, a planter, a lawyer, and newspaper publisher in South Carolina before the war. He supported secession and enlisted as a private in 1862. He quickly rose through the ranks to become colonel of the 18th
Colonel
South
from
Carolina.
private. This sounds like some
Oh, and number
AIBS.
yeah. Well, eventually he was the general. South
Yeah.
Carolina infantry and was promoted to brigadier general in September 1864. He led his brigade in the Army of Northern Virginia until the surrender at Appomattox. Following the war, he served as South Carolina legislator and a circuit judge. This guy was a traitor. And after the war, um, he was a South Carolina legislator and a circuit judge, bro.
Okay, I think Wallace is racist Democrat named Dixie, what are Dixiecrats?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
He was hating on Dr. King and all them during the Civil
Yeah,
Rights.
yeah. Not that guy, but yep, later on. Yep.
What's the chances of them all being related?
100%.
Hmm. Yeah. I don't think we've ever seceded from Big England.
Never.
Yeah.
Not even close.
To 60s, searching for evidence of evolution, and he found plenty of it. One of the things he noticed was that features like rivers and mountain ranges
Did
often
you know that the American accent self was because I was asking on this show, why do Canadians and Americans sound different than any other English speaking nations? Our accent, the way we speak English, did you know, is the correct way? England started talking the way they talked. It was the
Bro.
aristocrat. Hold on, let me finish. It was the aristocrats in England who started talking the way they talk, and then that carried on. But the way we speak English is the proper way to speak English. Go ahead, bro.
English was created in the Americas. They spoke English. They were Angling. They were not England until much later. And when they usurped and took over our language, English, the first English dictionary says, Webster's dictionary says that it was mainly made up of 26 indigenous tribes languages. It was a language meant for selling goods, trade.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's mainly made up here.
Yeah. But what I was hearing is the aristocrats over in England started speaking with that different accent, and that's why it sounds like that, because they want to differentiate themselves.
You know what I think? They didn't know how to pronounce the shit, and they made up their own shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
had different animals living on either side of them, even if the climate was similar on both sides. That's because those kinds of physical barriers are one way new species can form. One population gets split in two, and each one adapts to its new circumstances. But Wallace also found something a little weirder. A sharp, invisible line dividing the species on islands in and near Indonesia. On one side of the line, islands had animals more like those in Asia. But the other side had animals more like Australia's. The two continents are connected by a string of islands, but most of them are less than 160 kilometers apart. So you'd think there would be a gradual change from Asian fauna, like tigers and elephants, to Australian, like kangaroos and platypuses, as you hop from one island to the next. Nope. Instead, there's an abrupt switch that happens just east of...
I mean, yeah, if you think about itself, there would have to be a bunch of these type lines all over the place.
Especially if what my knowing says to me.
Because, right, there would have to be. Because, you know, we have different types of animals and creatures here in the Americas. There's got to be a place where those fish won't cross and the birds won't cross.
Because they're not in any other places. It's all over the place.
Correct.
Like every region
has its own.
And even the same species
look
different in those different regions. If they can cross.
If they can cross.
Yes.
And it's usually when everything's split up, they were already separate and they just evolved from there.
Yeah. Or evolve is a
Yeah, I know. It's a loaded term.
Yeah, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense
Mm-hmm.
the way they define it and determine. I think more than evolve is what's the term when you change from something to something else? It's
Metamorphosis.
metamorphosis is a process of within a being. It's just something more. I'll think of it, or maybe I won't. But it's
I saw something stuff said DNA, demons and angels.
yeah, well, it's all in there.
What the fuck's this happening?
Of the island Borneo. And it's not like there's a bunch of mountains in the way either, or anything else that he could see at the time. The change just kind of happens. Wallace's idea about where the line was and how it formed were more or less correct, even though he knew way less about the region's geology than we do now. That's why we still call it the Wallace Line. He noticed that, for the most part, the water separating all of these islands was pretty shallow. But the water between the Asian and Australian-like islands was much deeper. Scientists already knew that the ice ages were a thing, so Wallace knew the sea levels would have gone down when all of that water froze into glaciers. He proposed that during the ice ages, the islands in the shallower water would have found themselves high and dry, connected to each other and their respective mainlands. But the deeper water between the two groups of islands would have still been there, so it kept the two ecosystems separated,
I don't believe
except
it.
for animals
No,
that could swim or fly. Today's scientists still think that
because
that's
Lake Michigan freezes on the top, and dogs and animals are walking on that, but humans don't dare to get on there. You see dogs out there, and some human will go out there trying to save their dog, and then the human sinks through the ice and starts drowning, and the dog be walking around back to land. So what I'm saying is, I think the animals could cross because maybe their weight is more spread out and they're on all fours. If you're ever stuck on top of Lake Michigan, crawl self, you got a better chance. Now that I'm looking at it, but I'm just saying, I just don't believe that it's got to be the deep water didn't freeze, because I sit there and I watch Lake Michigan freeze on the top.
It ain't even got nothing to do with the freeze. That's just Sergeant Cracker. That's like his immediate cousin or kin with the evolution of species and God's favorite, or for lack of a better term, that's the rest of the goddamn title.
Survival of the fittest.
Well, we know goddamn well that the survival of the fittest, when is asinine when it comes from a dying race.
pretty much what happened. Nice job, Wallace. But now we also know why the water is deeper in that spot. It's where two tectonic plates, or huge layers of the Earth's crust, come together. The details of plate tectonics weren't worked out until long after Wallace's death.
Who worked it out?
But his observations got the ball rolling. We now know that tectonic plates act as species boundaries in other parts of the world too. And that's helped explain a lot of mysteries. Like why the animals of North and South America are so different, even though it's one giant piece of land. Turns out they weren't actually connected until two tectonic plates crashed into each other a few million.
Oh, come on. This is getting hard to stomach.
No, it's already been too far for me. You're going with complete nonsense.
North and South America was completely separate, and then they became connected by this little bit of land right here.
But the two tectonic plates.
After a lot of species had already evolved. When you look at a map, it's easy to forget that the Earth has changed a ton over time. But those shifts in geology and climate are what shapes the...
Yeah, I mean, shit. There was a time when there was no one that looked like you. And it wasn't that long ago. It wasn't that long ago.
If it's a good possibility they could be from somewhere else and they're terraforming this planet.
Well, they at least mixed from somewhere. Somebody that is from here. Yeah.
And they're terraforming the planet.
I don't know about them, but they are Yeah, the people that mixed with us that made them. Yeah, they're terraforming the planet. Yep.
Animal communities we see today. And the cool part is that the more we know about geology, the more we can figure out about biology, and vice versa. You can't completely explain why different species live where they do without also knowing about things like ice ages and continental plates, which kind of makes science one big nerdy family. Thanks for watching this episode of SciShow, which was brought to you by our patrons.
She could be on Scooby-Doo.
That's Ally McBeal. Yeah, you Scooby-Doo? Yeah, same thing. Yeah, that's a great Scooby-Doo.
So, how did scientists first notice the strange divide? It's a loaded question. I guess I should say, how did pink scientists?
Well, they were told by the people. They were like, he might have asked them about
hunting or something.
Yeah, and certain species, and they were like, oh no.
Because he was collecting species, so they were probably like, you got to go on the other side of this line to get those.
Or they ain't here. Even if they didn't say you got to go on the other side of the line, they probably said, they not motherfucking here. Ain't nothing like showing them the shit. None of that's here. Go on the other side, show them the shit on us. None of that shit's here.
Well, go ahead.
And yeah, that's probably on the other side over there. You know, that's over there, but that's not here.
Well, you'd think some of the humans would know. They were crossing the line.
I'm not sure. Like culturally, like it's similar to the same thing, but they could have been crossing and learned how to hunt on the other side.
Yeah, they had boats.
Learn what to hunt.
Navigation. They weren't savages.
No. But the line looks harsh. It looks harsh to cross.
Well, there's a big trench under there.
Yeah, I mean, it looks very harsh to cross. The crash, they crash, and it makes like it's crashing in the land.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
well, Sir Alfred, Idris Elder is a knight now. Idris Eldridge, whatever. He got knighted, bro.
Well, he's from there, so I mean, you know, I'm sick of him playing American shit.
Yeah,
personally, and the rest of them.
They should let him play the Dark Knight now.
No, they should let him play England roles.
Well, that's what they said. James Bond 007.
Oh, okay, yeah, that would work. You're right. And speak with his regular accent, motherfucker. I'm sick of these cosplaying motherfuckers.
I feel you, bro.
Complaining about us, talking shit about us, and cosplaying us.
And he admitted he came over here and was selling reefer stuff.
I mean, shit.
When he first got here, you know.
You know what I mean? Who's knocking for that? But they knock us for every goddamn thing.
Yeah.
And then play us. They play us.
Yeah.
They play our music. They act. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
When they make these shit, they play art. They act like us.
Yeah.
Everything.
Sir Alfred Russel Wallace, a 19th century naturalist, noticed that animals on islands only miles apart. This is Big Science's rendition of that question. He noticed that animals on islands only miles apart were completely different. So the indigenous savages, they didn't notice that. His journals described the divide as an invisible wall, and modern genetics later confirmed he was right. The species split is real and ancient. Pink people, if y'all are listening, do you really believe some of this nonsense that you're expecting us to believe?
They absolutely do. I mean, because they have been implemented through his story back to a time when they never even existed. And they think they are the indigenous to the planet.
Yeah.
And everybody else is, that's what they've been taught.
Yeah. And so you're saying it comes down from the top, and then when they're absorbing the information, they believe it. So when we're asking questions like, how is this white man discovering this land and there's people already there? They don't even see that.
Well, they don't see the people that were there as people. They see them as savages, as the non-Christian, the infidel,
The colonizers civilized everybody and saved us from ourselves.
Yes.
The what were they calling us? The ones that eat people. Cannibals.
Yeah, they were that.
We had great civilizations, and they're claiming we were eating one another.
Everything that they say about us is projection.
Negatively is projection. And everything they say positively about themselves.
Okay. I was going to say, what they say positive about us? Shit. So everything they say about us is...
No, but everything they say positively about themselves is reverse projection.
Well, it's just delusion.
It's
all delusion. I'm sorry. My bad.
It's things they should be saying about us, but they just substitute themselves for it.
Well, they've been substituted in our education or non-education or whatever you want to call it, indoctrination system. They taught the same bullshit we was, and it reflected subconsciously. They saw what they were taught. You know what I mean? So they just assume a whole lot.
All right, we're discussing the dividing line. Birds and fish and other animals don't dare cross the so-called Wallace's line. What makes this line so important to Charles Darwin's theory of evolution?
Because it can point for him to what he sees as God's favorite species and explain how the non-favorite cannot cross this barrier. It also just added to his nonsense of evolution, saying they separated, evolved separately across this line, and it's proof of evolution because they evolved this and they evolved that, and they've not stated or ever corroborated that the same species split there.
No, they've never found a missing link.
It ain't one.
You know, they say we came out of the water, Self, and we used to have gills and wings, and
everything came out of the water. Is what they say.
Yeah, we just popped up out of the water and flapped on that land, Self, and developed lungs. Kept doing it so much, eventually we developed lungs.
The walking fish is the proof of it. That's the missing link. The walking fish that got lungs, they can breathe air for a few days or whatever.
Is there a walking fish that has lungs that could breathe air for a few days? What the hell is that? I've never heard of that.
Yeah, it's a catfish.
Okay. All right.
They never said it's the missing link, though.
I don't think there's a fish that could breathe air for a few days. It probably walks for a little bit on land and gets back in the water. I don't even think it has lungs. In fact, let me double check this.
It has a few days, or they'll say some gill thing structure that acts like lungs.
Okay, that sounds better, because if a fish has lungs, you can no longer classify it as a fish. Do any fish, we'll see, let's check it out, have lungs?
Breathe air is what you should say.
Yes, a specific group of fish called lungfish possess actual functioning lungs. In addition to their gills, they can breathe atmospheric air and will actually drown if they are kept underwater and prevented from surfacing to take a breath. I guess whales too. Whales would drown too, right, Self?
Oh, whales, they're mammals.
Yeah.
They have to breathe air.
Yeah, they got to come up. They could just
Well,
hold
this
their breath for a
lungfish, they're
long time.
saying, this lungfish. That's apparently they say it's got to breathe air too. I didn't know that.
In addition to gills, they got both.
Yeah. That's what I was talking about, the walking catfish or whatever, walking fish or whatever they call it.
Okay, let's see. Get some images. Never heard of the lungfish. They never. You can't order that at the restaurant.
Oh, that one's not. Don't look like it's walking nowhere because this can walk between ponds.
That's the lungfish here, but we'll check out the other one.
Right.
That's the lungfish there. Let's see. How long can the lung? How long can the fish? What's the longest a fish can remain? What's the longest a fish can survive? They probably need the water for the skin.
Yeah.
Or they're just not made. They get attacked on land. Right? There's a border right there. Small aquarium fish, often 10 to 20 minutes. Damn. Many freshwater and marine fish, several minutes to an hour. Lungfish can survive out of water for months. Again, if they remain in a moist cocoon during drought.
Buried in the thing. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about something that can walk in between motherfuckers.
Mangrove rivulus has been observed surviving on land for weeks to months in damp environments. The mud skipper, is that what you're talking about? The mud skipper can spend much of his life out of water as long as his skin and gills stay moist. They just got to stay moist, bro.
Yeah.
Look at the mud skipper. Is that it?
Yep. And motherfucker can go from one pond to another. That motherfucker be like, shit. This motherfucker ain't really shit to eat in this motherfucker. Let me see. I know it's one over here.
Where are they found at?
That I can't tell you. I watch a lot of them fucking Discovery Channel shit.
Yeah, I watch them too.
Yeah. I've seen that. Yes, that's that motherfucker. I thought that.
It's got little legs. So they're saying this is going to evolve a million years from now. This will be human.
Yeah, bullshit.
Or some sort of primate.
I mean, bullshit. Say bullshit. Why is it?
Is that what they're saying? This will be some sort of mammalian primate.
Yes.
A bipedal being.
Yes, it came out of the water and it spends most of its life out of the water. Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They're saying, because I'm definitely not saying that. Pardon me. I need to make sure that for the record, because I know later in the show you'll be like, "Yeah, you said that." Like, no, I said after that. I said this, and you're like, "No, you said this." I said after that. I said this. Nope. I'm sticking to you with this.
North America, there's a bowfin, also known as the mudfish or dogfish. This prehistoric looking fish is native to eastern U.S. and southern Canada. They are found everywhere from the Great Lakes down to Florida and Texas.
Yeah, oldest land on the planet.
These small endangered fish, you got some in New Zealand. You got African mudfish. Air-breathing catfish, to your point. Mudfish or air-breathing catfish is found throughout the wetlands, rivers, and swamps of... Okay, are they edible? Well, people eat catfish.
Well, you need to put it in there. Put it right in there. You can ask anything right now where you at. It says it right at the bottom there. So go on and right down to the bottom and put in, are they edible? Do people
Yes,
eat
all
them?
fish commonly called mudfish are edible, but they vary wildly in how they are prepared and how much people actually enjoy eating them.
Yeah, they taste it. Whew, that's funny.
I bet they cook them down there. Yep, Cajun caviar. Yep, I bet they cook them down there in Louisiana.
Hell yeah. They gonna cook them up and rich Saturday roti. It's gonna be delicious. We're gonna have it. We're gonna
It's
get him
moving.
on
Is it
TV
moving, baby? Grab that.
with that Creole.
Grab that and put it in the pot. It's moving.
Yeah.
You got that mudfish today? You got that mudfish.
Got the mud. We done put them in there in the cage and the shit. When we done purged them and gave them some nice fruit and vegetables to eat all the time until we gonna go on here and put them in the pot. But
that's your ancestor.
You gotta cleanse them out.
All right.
If you taste like that, I'd eat your ass in the pot.
All right. So, yeah. So when populations are separated, according to big science, long enough by oceans, trenches, or climate, they evolve into entirely different forms of life. This is the evolution thing. So when populations are separated long enough by oceans, trenches, or climate, but that's not what we see. It's a living example of how isolation creates diversity. We don't see them forming into entirely different forms of life, Self.
No,
the mudfish might look a little different in Africa, but it's still a mudfish.
Right. They're implying some bull. I mean, unless we'll get there.
Well, yeah. Okay, so are we entirely different forms of life from the what are the Azenakis?
Yeah, whatever.
Are we a totally different life form from them?
Species, yes.
Oh, and big ups to Donald Trump. Some people disagree with this for the making people work for the welfare. Not saying that I'm not going to get into Browns and all these other minority groups. I'm talking about us. All right. This isn't directed at us. I'm talking about all those ish people who suck up the most welfare out of any other demographic in America. Half of them are dual citizens, so they're getting money from here and from Israel, which is coming from us. And they sit around there with those black hats on, looking like Beetlejuice, and they got 8, 9, 10 kids. I'm talking to them who've been milking the system and investing that money into banking and all types of other shit. They're the ones who are going to have to get cut off or get up and get out and do something.
Yeah, elimination.
Trump don't know he's cutting them off
from the simulation.
Yeah, Trump don't know.
I think he does.
Yeah, he might. Cause I think his the MAGA. I don't think they really like. The MAGA Christians like Israel, but then there's the Klan MAGA. I don't think they really too much care for Ish people.
Well, I mean, he went. No, they don't care about Ish people at all. It's Zionists they care about.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Zionists that Trump cares about. He don't care about the Ish people.
All right, we got 2 more questions. What can this dividing line, or any dividing line that we can locate in this planet, what does it tell us about this realm, and what does it tell us about ourselves? In your mind's eye, Brother Wordsmith.
Man, some of these artificial lines, or whatever you want to call it, I don't know if it's artificial or what it is, but it seems to me proof of simulation. Seems like a glitch point.
Yeah, that's what I had in my introduction, bro. It's like a glitch. Go ahead.
Yeah. And it's a visual one you can't unsee. And definitely, well, the only one that I know of as far as the species on both sides, but I have seen waters come together, and it does come together like that. The Mississippi and Ohio River, but it's not different species on each side of it.
True.
So it's something going on there. It's a glitch, there are anomalies and glitches all over, the so-called Bermuda Triangle, and then on the opposite side of the planet, the so-called Devil's Triangle. are some other anomalies. You know what I mean?
What could it say about us, or if anything?
Observation and is part of growing. Because if you know, as below, so below, as above, so below, as above, so below. It should teach us to look for the anomaly in ourselves and see how to recognize it and use it to our advantage.
If you fast forward, let's assume we don't destroy the planet. Let's assume there's no big war. Earth in itself is like a big island. So, can conceivably in 10 million years, are we going to die from inbreeding? Inbreeding?
No.
It's got to be some mathematical number.
Well, I mean, the fact that no DNA is 100%, so it's 99.9, means there, with the population of the planet, that there are about 7 individuals with the same DNA, which tells me the simulation has some archetypes that are repeated, and they're going to continue to be repeated.
How many? 12, 13?
I'm not sure.
Probably 13.
Yeah, that sounds like it
You
would
had
be the
13 families. You had
number
13
of providence.
disciples, including Yahusha.
Yeah, and 13 planets in the sun and all this shit. The 13 planet, all that in the solar system. It 13 keeps coming up. That's why, that's a very probable number.
I met a guy named Judas, bro, Hawaiian. That was his government name.
Yeah.
I said, man, Judas, man. There's no Yahusha without Judas.
No, he played his part and played his role.
Yeah.
Tough role. He was supposed to be one of the closest to Yahshua.
Yeah, he was rich. He was a tax collector and gave up everything.
So-called Judas, because
yeah,
no J.
I'm sure he was the farce, the swarthy one, the colored one.
Yeah, they gave him 30 pieces of silver.
That was a lot of money back then. So if that
not if you're rich and you got money,
but 30 pieces of silver back 2,000 years. What year are we in here? What is this? 2000? Yeah, 2020 years ago. Depending on how heavy the silver is, man, when you look at it, that was probably worth like $10 million. Let's ask the internet.
Yeah, so they can not be correct, but
ChatGTP.
Yeah, right at the bottom it's going to say, ChatGTP is often incorrect.
What?
But that's a good question though.
What? How much they say they gave himself?
30 pieces of silver.
What would Judas's 30 pieces of silver be worth in today's economy?
And then ask what was it worth in that economy.
It's going to be the same. It was worth 30 pieces of silver in that economy.
Right, but what's that equivalent to? Because it's got to be.
That's the way we're asking.
No, we're asking equivalent to today. We're
Right.
asking equivalent to then.
30 pieces of silver then would be worth 30 pieces of silver. That's like asking what would $30 be worth today?
What can you buy with it? That's the best one. I guess
I
that's
see
what
you're
I'm
saying,
getting
but
at.
somebody
That's what I'm getting with.
But
That's what I'm
somebody
getting at.
2,000 years from now would say, what would $30,000 be worth today?
What can you buy with it? Because you can buy a lot with $30,000.
Well, according to this, most historians think the silver were likely Tyrian shekels, each containing about 13 to 14 grams of silver.
Oh, that's some
30 of
money.
them would contain only roughly 400 grams of silver. At modern silver prices, that amount of silver would be worth only a few $100s, roughly $350 to $500 USD, depending on current market price. A more meaningful comparison is what the money could buy at the time, their purchasing power.
That's what I
Many
was.
scholars estimate that 30 silver pieces represented about 120 days of wages.
Okay.
4 months worth of wages. Low estimate 12,000 to 15,000. Middle estimate 18,000 to 25,000. High estimate $30,000 depending on the wage used for comparison. He was a rich person. You know how much would
Don't
you know
seem
what I'm
like
saying? Like I don't think a person that was rich would do it for $500.
All right, that was just playing his role. He was Jesus. They said that he told him that he had to,
That he knew what he was on. Yeah.
yeah, and put him on it. Not even just
Didn't he
knew
give him the
he was
kiss?
on. Yeah, he put it on him. He put it on him. That's what Dr. York talked. Not that he talked to him beforehand because Judas didn't want to do it according to.
Right. Take this money and make this happen.
Yeah,
Mental
it
estimate.
wasn't even about the money. He was like, "You got to do this. This is what you need to do. Make sure that this happens."
So why he ain't do it for free?
I mean, he was rich. He basically did.
I mean, I don't know if he was. I thought they had to give up all that when they started becoming a disciple. I think.
I think his. I think. I don't think he. I think he walked with him. I don't. I think he left his money behind, but I don't think he. His family. I
Gave it
don't
all
think.
away.
Yes. Yes.
But you're saying it wasn't about the money. I'm saying it had to be something about the money, else the money wouldn't be part of the deal.
On the money is part of the deal, is just part of the story. And they call him Jesus and they call him Judas, and none of that shit is real. So it's a metaphor, and they are trying to show that he was disloyal and went against Yahshua.
But what
What
I'm
I'm
saying is,
saying is that that's not what happened.
I hear what you're saying.
He was part of the plan.
Okay, I know what you're saying. What I'm saying is, if it's me and I'm like, okay, turn me in, but why do it for the free when you can get some money and then we can put this money towards this movement, right? Or we can put this money towards helping poor people. All right, I'll be a sacrificial lamb because that's what my father is telling me to do. But Judas, we're not going to do it for the free. Get some money for it so that we can use to do X, Y, and Z with it. That's all I'm saying.
I got
Possible.
you. I think it's his story.
Yeah, I got you.
Making him out as a fucking traitor.
Now, if someone today accepted payment equivalent to Judas' 30 pieces of silver, it would probably feel less like taking a few $100s and more like accepting a used car's worth of money or several months' salary. It was significant, but not enough to make someone wealthy. So about 20,000 and 25 grand is what they're trying to say is the single best, which is interesting. Correct. That might make a poor person, but someone who come from money and come from a affluent family, 20 grand, 25 grand, unless they're usurious.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Ish person.
Yeah. It seemed like if they travel with Yahshua. But then we'll all listen to his story because this is a whole made up shit.
Well, yeah.
I mean, if you change things, then it's a whole made up shit.
Yeah. All right. I got something here. Sidebar. I haven't seen any of this.
Doesn't allow it.
They won't.
I tatted Sugar 6
I know you like fights.
I tatted it.
Oh, you did? All right, here we go, guys.
He's a viral rap battle legend.
Yeah,
All right, boys, so we
hope
got
this is
Super
not
Hot
the
Fire Ray J.
One
It
thing,
is.
Aiden has 2 black guys.
You watched it?
You gotta come Russia.
I wasn't checking for it, but the highlights came on.
It's a game plan. It's a game
It was
plan.
the whole
What's
fight.
the game plan? Not throwing any punches?
He's doing an LA Fitness technique.
This is UFC style. They got them little gloves on. You can kick.
In his last fight,
It's a
didn't
bunch
he get
of-
knocked
it's
out?
a bunch of people. They got a
Super,
bunch of people
no.
fighting.
Yeah, I know.
No?
Yeah.
Why is Super not throwing anything?
No, it was a controversial laws apparently.
I just realized it's UFC style.
Willie Pep.
Yeah, I was during the.
Ray J looked like Danny Bizarre.
Hey, dude didn't throw a punch the whole.
So he was just talking
first
shit.
round.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Who, Ray J?
No. Super Hot Fire, whatever his name is.
That's his name.
Yeah.
He looked like he got a lucky punch off.
Why is he on FaceTime?
Yeah, it wasn't a lucky
You think
punch.
so,
He
Chris?
just,
Yeah, it was a game.
So was he trying to get Ray J tired?
no, Ray J act like they thought it was a fix and they was going to, have a 3-fight thing. But he teased him the whole round. I mean, the motherfucker Ray J might have him a couple times, but he was chasing the whole time. And he came out the second round. Super Hot Fire. Yeah, Super Hot Fire had enough.
So Ray J thought it was a fix where Ray J was going to win?
Yeah. Or at least it was going. He said, man, you threw away the bag. Dude never ever said anything from what I saw.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought Ray J was dying. Didn't he go out on social media and say
Yeah.
he was trolling?
Yeah, I think so.
Bro, they should have took his page.
Look at that.
Yeah, what they ask? What's your sister's name? Hennessy.
Right? Is Ray J? I ain't gonna lie, Ray J, you got a good ass haircut too, though, bro.
Yeah, this is just the case of the pink man getting the brothers to go out and do slave fights for a little bit of money while they make millions and we beat up on each other.
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah. I think it's still better than shooting at each other. Damn, Ray J. That was the first time I seen that stuff. I had refused to watch it.
Man,
like,
it
I'll
popped
watch it.
up. I was like, what is this? Because I didn't know what it was.
You watched it's Aiden Ross. You watched the whole fight?
Well, once I saw what it was, I was like, okay. I mean, the whole fight was 2 rounds. I mean, it's not like it was. And the dude,
I know you be watching fights. That's why I was there.
Yeah, dude danced around the whole round. I mean, Ray J came out there, was like, trying to, rough him up and
Was he getting some punches in that first round?
Not too many.
No, it didn't look
one,
like
one or two or whatever. But I mean, he came out throwing punches though. It was some punches thrown, and dude dodged him in, all around. And then the second round.
That's what he talking about. What is he talking about, Self? Like, what is he saying to dude? He walking up on dude like he want to beat him up. Dude, you just got knocked out by a dude.
Man, yeah.
What's Ray J saying?
Well, Ray J is trying to say that.
Come on.
Like a motherfucker, bro.
Yeah, I ain't see
Damn,
him say
bro.
nothing.
Like that? For real, my nigga? That's janky as fuck.
I guess they had a deal that was supposed to go longer.
I'm thinking it was supposed to go
the distance.
Yeah, 3 fights. The way he was acting.
Well,
watch what he says.
Nigga, say what you gotta say, man.
I don't want to say too much because I don't want to get nobody in trouble, but damn, my nigga. We took a L tonight.
No, we didn't take shit. Your ass was over here. You want me to show you what you did?
You can't believe nothing come out of Ray
Where was
J's
y'all at?
mouth.
Right.
The dude's covering it up. Dude, he covering it up.
He ain't saying that. He did
Ray
one
J, this
interview.
is professional, man. You can't just do what the fuck.
I gotta talk to the nigga about.
Y'all talk backstage.
See,
I ain't even
he
gonna
don't want
interview
it public. All this shit fixed.
Yeah.
Super, come here. Super.
Money we lost.
How much money we lost?
Nigga.
Yeah.
We didn't think you was gonna win. So how y'all lost money?
Wow.
Hey, I ain't gonna. That's a good method though. If I got my ass knocked out, I'd be like, nigga, you fucked up. Look at that.
I can't see it, my nigga.
Dude put his hand in my face like that, I would have hit his ass.
You got one of them cartoon lumps. You know when I love you, dog. Well, Super Hot will holler at you. That nigga shit lumped like
No interview. You got fired.
Lord have mercy.
At
Why
all.
you got this camera in my
Dude would've
goddamn
got
face,
fired on.
man? Brand Ridge 14. Matter of fact,
That's
switch
awesome.
over to the live
that
camera, man. We
motherfucker
gotta go
pussy
down and
motherfucker.
talk to my people.
That had already been knocked out, so that motherfucker's.
Man, I'm already pissed.
I'm gonna interview you, then go straight to him.
Shit.
Check.
That was a crazy fight, man.
I'll be your manager. It was very emotional to see that.
That's so. Yeah. Now, what was you saying, Self? So, if it was some sort of fix was supposed to have been on, according to Ray J.
Yeah, that's what he acted like.
But Super High Five didn't get the memo.
I don't know if he got the memo or he decided, fuck you, buddy. Said, I'm gonna dance around here and make you look like a fool. Oh yeah. Yeah, we could have that. Yeah. Yeah, we can make it look good and all. Man, he knocked that motherfucker the fuck out.
Yeah, he was probably getting tired and was like, enough of this shit. Man, you get tired of them fights, bro. Neither one of them looked like they was in fighting shape.
Man, he's a decent fighter though, for real.
He was in better shape than Ray J.
Yeah, way better. I'm saying I've seen another fight he had after that. I was like, oh, okay, he is a serious fighter. Because the whole first round, they were like, what the fuck is he doing? He's never gonna be back on here if he does this or whatever.
But he was trying to extend it.
He just teased that motherfucker. He didn't throw one punch in the first round, and only two, like maybe 5 punches in the second round.
Yeah,
the fight was over.
Yeah.
He's like, we took an L today. And that motherfucker, no, you got your ass whipped.
Hey, bro, Ray J looked like he never had a fight in his life, bro.
Man, that motherfucker
like a Sigma.
Not in the center of his head, bro. That shit was classic.
You one of them guys, Self. You know, you making the boys and you're like, oh my God, are you okay? All right. Okay. Back to the line. I had to show that, man, because I hadn't seen it. Big ups to Ray J, but man, bro, like you come out there and told the world you dying, bro. Like now you're in the ring fighting.
Hey, gonna enjoy his life every second.
What's causing this line in your mind there, fella?
Glitch in the simulation. I mean, say frequency or, what energy, there are ley lines and all kinds of stuff on the earth. And like we said, we're sure that there's other lines.
Yeah.
They're not as clearly defined. You can't just look at them and be like, oh, like you can at this one. You can be like, oh.
Yeah. Guess it's like if you have one completed puzzle and then you divide that puzzle into 7 different parts.
I wonder, ask ChatGPT, is there any other places like
the Wallace line?
Yeah.
Let's see. Are there any other similar dividing lines like the Wallace? The Wallace line is one of several famous biogeographic boundaries. There's the Weber line, located east of the Wallace line. It marks the region where Asian and Australian species are present in roughly equal proportions rather than a sharp boundary. It represents the center of a transition zone. The Lydecker Line, named after Richard Lydecker. This line lies farther east and closely follows the edge of the Australian continental shelf. East of it, Australian-type animals dominated. Wallacea, not a line, but a whole region between Asia and Australia. It's all in the same area. Let's see, the Köppen climate boundaries, not biological barriers in the same sense, but climate transitions often create sharp ecological divides. For example, the boundary between tropical rainforests, which I mentioned earlier, and savanna regions can correspond to dramatic changes in species composition. The Isthmus of Panama. When the Isthmus of Panama
Oh, I think I've heard of that.
formed about 3 million years ago, it connected North and South America and triggered the Great American Biotic Interchange, one of the most important biogeographic events in Earth's history. Before that, the continents had very different animal communities. Huh. Marine examples. Oceans have invisible boundaries too. The Antarctic polar front separates cold Antarctic waters from the warmer sub-Antarctic waters and creates a major divide in marine life. The East Pacific Barrier is a vast stretch of deep ocean that limits dispersal between many Pacific marine species. And that's pretty much all they got.
Mm-hmm.
So you say glitch.
That was a lot.
Yeah, that was a lot. You say glitch in the Matrix. So I was saying, I feel like it's like a puzzle. If the Earth was one big puzzle that's already been completed, and then you divide that puzzle into 7 different regions, everything's just going to be where it already was. It's just divided now.
Yeah, I mean, if we believe there's only 7 regions.
Right. Well, however many regions you're going to divide it into.
One is not a wall, and then there's all kinds of shit outside the wall that they say is like prehistoric and all kinds of shit. So
yeah, I picked up it's pretty good.
I'll pull it back to you, because put it right in front of you, because
okay, yeah,
it's disappearing. Damn, what's the name of it?
Project Hail Mary.
Oh, okay, Project Hail Mary. I just what's really pronounced is the author's name.
Yeah, Andy Weir.
Yeah,
Project Hail Mary. I wanted another one. I can't remember. Should have been here by now. Let me see. But this one's pretty good. It just came out as a movie. I wanted to read the book before I got the movie. Let me see. Where's my other book? Arriving June 20. Damn. What, they rating the motherfucker?
I'm sending it from China.
It's Rupert Sheldrake, a New Science of Life. His TED Talk got banned. Let's see. He's the one that say dogs know when the owners are coming home. He's got a lot of big science don't like this dude. He's got a lot of alternative.
Oh, that's facts. I witnessed that.
Yeah.
I had 3 dogs, and they would be go to the window 5 minutes or so before anybody came home. Like whoever was coming home, they were like waiting there for him. Like, oh.
Yeah. My cats will do it. They'll be asleep all day, and then when Tasia on the way home, they'll start checking the window, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'll text her like, you on your way or something? Yeah, he had some other concepts. Fuck, that made me order the book. Sheldrake. Robert Sheldrake, A New Science of Life. He was saying, what was he saying? Because I saw a video on it on YouTube, and they referenced the book. So I'm like, yeah, let me just dig into that book.
We'll let them know next time.
Yeah. Morphic resonance. Oh, yes. Arguing that nature possesses an inherent collective memory and that physical laws behave more like habits rather than eternal, unchanging constants.
It makes sense.
Facts. Facts. You know, um, he's saying he's done experiments. He'll train. He had these rats, these mice, and he put them in water, and he had two tunnels in the water on either side of the the bowl, and the one that's lit with the lights, they naturally want to go that way because it's bright, they can see, and they get electric shock. They don't get killed, but they get shocked. And he said it would take them like 40 tries before they decide, let me go towards the darkness. And he said the next generation would do a little better, but he said it took like 20 or 30 generations for them to know. But he said weird science started happening that mice that was never part of the study
Yeah.
somehow knew to go to, yeah.
It's a collective consciousness.
Yes.
It's a hive mentality.
Yes. There's a Akashic record up there.
That they're able to access regularly, but we are have all kinds of poisons and
Distractions.
deliberate distractions,
Mm-hmm.
physically, chemically, spiritually,
Mm-hmm.
all realms that we exist in. They trying to hit us with the nonsense so we won't act as natural beings.
Yeah, so we won't be one. All right, did you have anything else to say on this topic before we close it out?
Got a lot to say, but it's gonna be in the final words.
Bet them up. All right, y'all. Remember, the views expressed in today's pod are those of the host, the guests, and are not necessarily reflective of any affiliates or TATN. We indulge in satire. This is for edutainment, entertainment, and educational purposes only. Fair use. In the end, the so-called Wallace's line reminds us that the world is stitched together by boundaries we can't always see. Thresholds where evolution chose different paths and never looked back. A narrow channel of water becomes a fault line in the story of life, separating creatures that seem like they should coexist but never do. It's a quiet divide, but one that has shaped entire continents of possibility. What makes the line so haunting is not just the biology, but the restraint. Birds capable of crossing oceans stop short. Fish that roam wide tropical seas turn back at an invisible border. It's as if nature itself remembers an ancient rule. We were just talking about morphic resonance. It's as if nature itself remembers an ancient rule written into the deep trenches below. A rule that says, here the world split and they must remain split. And so Wallace's line stands as both a scientific revelation and a mythic reminder that the planet is full of unseen architectures guiding every wing beat, every tide. When we trace these hidden boundaries, we're not just mapping geography, we're uncovering the secret scaffolding of life on planet Earth. A line birds and fish don't dare cross, and a line that invites us to look closer at the mysteries that still shape this world. Stay curious, stay informed, stay aware, stay engaged, but most importantly, stay true to self. Also, love yourself and others around you deeply. Vibrate love. Remember, ask not what our culture can do for you, but what you can do for our culture. Silence is violence, and continue to question everything. The Self Love Show ain't cancer, Toto. Peer down those rabbit holes and do your own research, but use caution and discernment because sometimes when you stare into that abyss, well, the abyss stares right back at you. Peace, self love, honor, and respect. All right. We'll see what we on next week. We shall see.
Oh man. I think I got a gig next week.
Yeah, let me know. And then the week after that should be the Music Fest, huh? Ancestral Echoes.
I think
No.
it's no, the week after that. So
Yeah, the
maybe,
week after that.
Maybe that week could be Ancestor Echoes.
Yeah.
Let's see if I could get that together.
Big ups Eddie Sebo.
Woo!
All right, y'all. This brings me to my personal favorite part of the whole shebang. Y'all check out Mouthpiece Included. That's going to be on Sunday. Tricks. Make sure you bring your mouthpiece. Open panel. Anybody can pull up. That's sports and tricks. But if you do pull up, don't forget your what?
Your motherfucking mouthpiece.
That's right. Don't forget to bring your mouthpiece. Yeah. Now, that brings me to my personal favorite part of the whole shebang. And that's going to be Wordsmith's final words out there, out there, out there, out there, out there, out there.
Yeah. The line, the grind could never cross from the immaculate to the cream puff sauce. It's all at a loss. And that line in the sea is metaphorical for me. Because it's the difference how I stand on truth, and it divides the lie from me. I am not a being that can cross that line and live over there all of the time. No way. It would dim my shine, dim my health, which is my wealth. So it can make me poor to go experience something I don't know. That's another metaphor for your ass so you could grow. But to me, it's pure a glitch in the matrix, visible in the way that this simulation plays tricks. Make you say shit that don't really make sense. But it's truth or facts. Man, I don't understand certain things, like how the sales of Henrietta Lacks. One thing I know for sure, that person that they giving credit, Wallace to the line, whoever called it that needs to get smacked. Right in their face for the pestilence. Dissidents, the bullshit, the nothings. The never hit, always miss. Punk ass shit that these pink people spit. Sick of it. So just know people was there and they was the one to show this clown the dough. Cause he would have never known. He ain't even observed. So many lessons to learn, blessings get burned by the evil that men do. All the women that pursue that path too. Other side of the line, the words though. I live on this side of the line. The best that I can be, the righteous kind. Fuck everybody else. Words.
Do you think you are the one? Honestly, I don't know. You know what that means? It's Latin. Means know thyself.
The
time is now, my people. We must man know thyself.
I will eat the right foods that I
grow myself. Stole my health.
I'm glad to be me now and nobody else.
Man, know thyself.
I will eat the right foods that I
grow myself.
Cause the wrong way stole
my health.
I'm glad to be me now and nobody else. Yo, here I go.
Bullets.
Getting the code and all the scriptures, potions and elixirs.
Come on, Karen. Bullets, a boomerang.
Stand your ground.
Murder is suicide.
Yeah, well, an eye for an eye.
Silence is violence.
See something, say something.
You want to be a slave? Vibrate greed. Ego. Fear. That's how they make you a slave. You end up in prison.
Okay. I know for sure, charity plus humility times love is freedom.
That's how you get out. Do not answer questions.
Question everything.
We've got two who can see.
Fear is cap. It's an illusion.
Yeah. Vibrate love.
See if you can hear it. You never die when you breathe in the Holy Spirit. Swine ain't divine, the people they won't go near it. Salad bar, spinning at your avatar here to bring you back to God. Said it just like Master Far sent you. The end ain't always happy.
And forgiveness is love's supreme vibration.
So, do something charitable for a so-called enemy and end a beef.
Healthy people, heal thy people. That's a commandment.
Yeah, 'cause hurt people, for sure, gonna try to hurt people.
Free Larry Hoover, man, like Big Meech.
Free Jeff Ford.
Free all the guys, man.
Prison to slavery.
Check that 13th Amendment if you don't believe them. And be Yah. Walk on water.
Man. Move mountains.
Oh, Mountain Dew.
Yes, sir. Week by week, that mountain is getting weak. It's moving. Look at it.
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Being the one is just like being in love. No one can tell you you're in love, you just know it. Through and through. Balls to bones.
Still got them, bro.
Got mine.
Same, man. Stop snitching on y'allself. Take school seriously.
Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because subscribing makes you feel good.